There's a man walking around Ireland after witnessing life in the West Bank. Kevin McGabbin joins us next. You're listening to Galway Bay FM, and this is Galway Talks with John Morley. Now, a mechanic originally from Lurgan, Armagh, is walking around Ireland to raise money for Palestinians after spending a month volunteering in the West Bank. Kevin McGabbin travelled there late last year with the International Solidarity Movement, where he says he stayed with Palestinian families and witnessed firsthand the impact of violence and tensions in the region. After returning home, he decided to undertake his Grand Walk for Palestine, which he is funding himself with donations going towards Palestinian causes. Kevin McGabbin joins us now, I believe, about a mile outside Ballinrobe as he makes his way towards the Galway border. Kevin, good morning and thanks for joining us on Galway Talks. Can you take us back first to your volunteering effort in the West Bank and why you got involved?
Good morning, John, and thanks very much for having me on. I've always had that, empathy for the Palestinian plight all through my life, and I posted a poem on my Facebook page called Child of Gaza, and a fella who was living in Gaza sent me a friend request and we became friendly. And so I was going to go in 2024, the new year, to the West Bank and then cross over into Gaza and meet Fares. And of course that all changed whenever the genocide happened. So Fares has a presence online. He's about over 20,000 followers, and I was helping him with his English at that time. And then whenever the genocide really started after the 7th of October, I was witnessing firsthand what he was going through. He was living in Camp Eunice. It was horrendous. I think he lost well over 130 members of his family. So having got immediate contact with Fares and sharing that knowledge, I saw an advertisement with the International Solidarity Movement looking volunteers to go, and I just felt I had to go. And I did. I volunteered. Did my training and went over and was brought to a family called the Abu Hammam family, and they lived in a valley just outside Almaguer, not that far from Ramallah. And they were under constant attack. Like when I went, the army was attacking them, settlers. It was just horrendous. And so that was the environment we arrived into. And basically what I witnessed there was just a complete war on innocent, peaceful families living in this valley. There were 2 families left with loads of abandoned houses. We were there doing just what they call solidarity presence. You're just there to put an arm around the people. You weren't going to make a huge difference to the outcome, but you were there and you were giving them comfort. You could do night watches so that the family were safe. They wouldn't be attacked during the night, because otherwise they found it very difficult to get to sleep. You were documenting what was going on. And so, what a beautiful family they were. I kind of get emotional when I think about them. Just so nice and hospitable and kind, and they just wanted to live in that valley. Like, they were farmers and they had sheep that they couldn't keep in their home place. They had olive groves that the settlers had destroyed. They were constantly on edge because what's happening to them, there's a massive gang, and it starts with children, that the gang sends, the way they use gangs here, in drug dealing and all, the way they do them, they send children down to harass, torment the Palestinians. Then those children have backup from the army. They work hand in hand, the police working hand in hand, the judiciary, the government is making laws and closed military zone orders. And this is all to clear these Palestinian families from their land. So we were there, just to cut basically the long story short. I got until the 30th of December. 3 of us were abducted, taken away for 10 hours, denied water, no one knew where we were. Then they released us. For some reason, we thought we were getting deported. We went straight back to the family, even though they told us not to. harassment just kept going. We were constantly running up the mountain. They didn't want anyone there to witness their crimes. They were chasing us all the time and attacking the family. 16th of December, I think it was, the army came raiding again, arrested the poor activists were there, took tours away through various prisons and strip searches and denying water and commenting for 50 hours, and then deported us. And well, the final outcome was that the settlers and the army and everybody attacked the family. About 3 weeks after that, they shot the son in the shoulder. Thankfully, he survived. They shot a child in the foot. They beat up the elderly father and the mother and the daughter. They destroyed the solar panels and the water supply and forced them out. And I mean, it was heartbreaking to see. The family and the neighbours went back, salvaged what they could, and set fire to what was left. And we had so much love, and just to see that alone, like, it was hard. The other family, the army came, threatened to arrest 3 of the sons, and they decided, they knew the writing was on the wall, so they decided to pack up and leave rather than let them go into the hostage situation.
Coming home from that then, Kevin, when did the idea spring to your mind to do this fundraising effort, Grand Walk for Palestine, which I know you're planning to donate to the likes of Ishka for Gaza?
Yeah, well, before I saw the ASM call for volunteers, I had decided to do something like a walk. I had originally thought I'd walk to Palestine, but somebody talked me out of that. So when I saw the volunteering option, I went and did it. And then, so I always had in my mind, even before that, to do a walk to raise funds and just to do more. I've been going to all the marches, and just sometimes it just doesn't seem it's enough. And so being able to volunteer, like, Palestine has given me so much more than I could ever give it. So I was determined to do the walk, and my friend talked me into doing something a bit less, which was walking around Ireland. And I'm glad I took that option, because the people of Ireland have been amazing. And if we can raise some money, that's a big part of it. And we have Palestinians who will get every cent directly into the Palestinian people. I don't want any money going to administration or anything like that. That's a priority. And also, because of this fake ceasefire that they've called, it's very, very important for us to raise awareness that this ceasefire is a myth. Like, my friend Fariz's niece was murdered in her tent about 6 weeks ago during the ceasefire, and she was 5 years old. 3 years they've been trying to kill that little girl, and they managed to do it 5 or 6 weeks ago. So this ceasefire is a myth, and we want to raise awareness of that. And what our Irish government is doing, I mean, talking out of both sides of their mouths, and we need to raise awareness that I mean, I was ashamed in Palestine of what our Irish government are doing with Lights and Shannon, the war bombs. I mean, it goes on, so to raise awareness is another big part of why I want to do this.
Can I ask you, Kevin, how much have you raised to date? Where can people donate to? And when will you be actually going through parts of Galway on your way around Ireland?
Well, at the moment now, I had a problem with that. I haven't just checked this morning, and I'm a wee bit I haven't been promoting the fundraising part enough, maybe, so thanks for this opportunity. I think I've got about £2,300 or thereabouts the last time I checked, which is brilliant. But we have, don't ask me, John, how it's happened, but we had this morning over almost 120,000 views on our page. And I just think, if everyone could give the price of a coffee in that has looked at our page, we could do so much good. Galway, I hope I'm on the right road. I need to check my maps after this, but I should be in Galway tomorrow afternoon. But there's loads of activists are in touch with me, and they're going to cycle out and meet me and walk in. So tomorrow afternoon, I hope to be in Galway.
Well, most roads out of Ballinrobe do lead towards Galway, so I hope you are going in the right direction. Kevin McGavin, the very best of luck with the rest of your Grand Walk for Palestine. People can donate online, and thanks for joining us in Galway Talks.
Thanks, John.
Coming back this morning, we have live music from a Galway band, Kettle Boilers, who are heading for Electric Picnic.